Hey everyone, Gil here at the Camp Patton Family Compound in Idaho. I've been having an interesting week. We've had a lot of topics come up on the live streams, and then last night after a friend of mine's live stream, I called him and we chatted for about another 45 minutes or so, and we covered a lot of things that we still needed to do at each of our places, and it made me realize that a lot of people out there need to know what they need to do before they get a bug out location, a redoubt, a retreat, whatever you want to call it. So stick around and we're going to go over that in a minute. All right, everybody. So, some friends and I have been talking about different things about what we need for our properties and stuff. And we've been talking on some of the live streams about things you would need at your property over the last several weeks. And so I came up with a list of 15 factors you need to consider before buying your property. All right, so let's jump right in and get these knocked off. Feel free to stop the video and write down these things as I go through it. All right, so number one, how many people are in your group? Are you just a single family unit? Are you a multiple family unit? Are you trying to set up a MAG, a mutual assistant group? Getting a little tongue-tied here. All right, so there's your first thing to consider right there. Number two, what is the health and physical condition of those in your group? Do you have some people that have infirmities that are affecting them that would impact their ability to get to the place if there's no vehicles? So will some of them not even be able to travel there? They'll have to stay up there at the property year-round. Number three, what is a reasonable distance for locating this property from your home? A 1-hour drive? A 4-hour drive? A 10-hour drive? To you, what is reasonable? Not what's reasonable to me, what's reasonable to you. You know your area, you know the topography of the area you got to travel through. You're looking at the property, you know what it looks like up there. So you need to consider how, what is a reasonable distance that you are willing to travel to get to your retreat, redoubt, bug out location, whatever you want to call it. Number four, do you plan on making this property your permanent home, whether or not an event occurs? Are you buying this to also be your retirement property? Number 5, what types of events are likely to occur at your current home? that might affect your being able to leave and travel to this property. All right. Number 6. An event happens, you get to your property. How long are you planning on staying there? 1 year? 2? 5? 10? Permanently? Need to consider that before you buy the property and the stuff you're going to need for the property. Number 7, how much equipment and supplies are you going to need to store up there? Are you going to need to store up there supplies so you have 2 years worth of food up there? You need to decide how much equipment and supplies you're going to store there ahead of time. Number 8, what is the potential population in the area of this property? Are you 5 miles outside a small town? 15, 20, 50 miles from the nearest town? And how will that population affect you on your property? All right, number 9. This is the big important one. What is the water situation on this property? Is there plenty of water? Are you going to have to dig a well because there's no surface water at all? Is there a creek or a stream or a river bordering the property? Is the surface water there good? Or is it going through weeds and everything else and it's kind of swampy and, not too healthy water that you'll have to filter and sanitize before you can drink it? Number 10, how accessible is it to get to there any time of the year? During wintertime, summertime, fall, whenever. How accessible is it to get to the property? Because you never know when a disaster is going to strike that's going to make you have to relocate to this property. Number 11, how much wild game is in the area? Are you going to be able to hunt to supplement what you grow? Number 12. How much available land is there to grow a garden? Do you have to cut down trees? Do you got to clear rocks and stuff out? Do you have soil that you can actually work with? How hard is it going to be to grow food there? Are you on the north side or the north slope of a mountain where you're not going to get much sun in the summertime? You need to consider these things when you go to buy the property. So number 13, is there adequate fuel and building material on the property? Trees. Is there enough trees to be able to have firewood all year round? Is there enough trees to build some pole barns or a corn crib or whatever else you're going to need up there? Is the property large enough to be able to harvest wood, replant trees year after year after year so that you'll always have trees to gather wood from? Number 14, power availability. Don't freak out. I'm not talking power lines. I'm talking about, is there availability area to put up solar panels right away? Or do you got to cut down some trees to get the sunlight to the solar panels? Does the area have a breeze year round? Or is it just really windy 1 month out of the year and just a very slight breeze that won't turn a wind turbine the rest of the time? You need to consider that. Is there a stream or a river that you can make hydroelectric power from? Is there the ability to make a small steam engine to power a generator? You're not going to have gasoline, most likely. All right, number 15. What is the defensibility of this property? Are you going to be able to defend it against intruders? All right, that's the 15. You need to discuss this with your group before you buy your property. If you're new to the channel and you like what you've seen, give me a thumbs up. Also, click on the little red button down there that says subscribe. When it turns gray, a little bell will pop up next to it. Click on that bell. That way you'll get notifications as soon as I post a new video. Doesn't mean you have to watch it. Just let you know, hey, there's a new video. Check it out. See if you want to watch it or not. You also want everyone, whether you're new or old, to the group. You want to share this information with your family, relatives, co-workers, neighbors, friends. You want them to get prepared too. Because if they're prepared, they're not going to be coming to see you to try to get your supplies from your family. All right? So, as always, stay safe, stay happy, and I'll see you in the next video.